you're implying, or other people are implying with the January 6th thing. Right? What do you think, Lactoid?
I just had the network thing again. I think it's probably because the streaming together thing has some issues. Can you go ahead and or I guess restart it or restart the chat again?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I stepped away, but yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah, what do you think? Did you?
I didn't catch it. I was DC'd for like it'll go out for like 5 seconds or 10
Yeah,
seconds. And then
I would say, long story short, fiefdoms, different coalition. Basically, Trump doesn't have full control. DeSantis is good evidence of that with the marijuana legislation bill. That he didn't get. He fought Trump on it. And Trump didn't win.
All right.
How is this in relation to January 6th?
Well, because I was saying they don't have full control. Trump's doesn't have the full control. Even within his own party, that he couldn't have even been a dictator because other people would have stopped him. Just
okay, so I got to ask you guys this on a personal level. Do you not get hardcore grifter vibes from Trump?
see, I don't know. It's like he's this different. No, that's not what it is. It's funny because that's what I think you're taking as grifter is Trump in on the joke, right? So let me use the garbage truck thing. He pulls up in the garbage truck, says it, and he goes, "Oh yeah, somebody told me this would be funny." And it's the billionaire driving the garbage truck after they call everybody garbage, and they slapped his name on it. Yeah, it's a grift. It's absolutely a grift, but it's fucking hilarious. He's in on the joke. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think that a lot of people you know what I'm saying? Y'all oh yeah, look at this guy, he's an asshole. And it's bro, he knows it's a funny image. Who expects Trump driving? Trump's at McDonald's. Nobody actually thought Trump is and working at McDonald's. It's funny him going, I work 15 minutes longer,
Yeah,
real quick, Gibbs, do the share chat thing again. But then, no, you're all good. It's my fault. But to answer, you're saying, well, I think that he grifts no more than any politician does. And I also think that, again, with the January 6th thing, I think this is something that, both myself and Gibbs have been saying, there really wasn't a real threat here, and it's being overblown for political purposes. And I think that most Americans either agree with that or they just don't give a fuck. They just don't care. And a lot of them are more concerned with, inflation and national security and things. And every single time it came up, that's what, Trump and Vance would divert the conversation to. Look, you guys are talking about that. We're focused on the future. And for a lot of people... It
literally is issues versus empty suit. And it was just, hey, the anti-Trump vote, it wasn't enough for the average American.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it seems
I get it.
It is film.
Gibbs, it's not letting me... Is the share chat up right now?
I don't think I said anything. Let's try something.
It says you can join share chat once you are live, although I am live.
Oh, hold on. Let's try. Let me end it and start it again. Share chat is enabled. Type in yours. Testing. No, nothing.
Okay.
For some reason yesterday, I kind of knew this was going to happen.
Oh, bet.
Thanks.
This share chat thing is really nice. I gotta say,
it is cool.
They definitely have some kinks they gotta work out, but they're on the right path, I think, with this.
Yeah, and it's definitely killing my internet. Oh no, you can add apparently more people to it too.
Yeah, I thought there were 6 because they promoted it originally a ways back, and then they finally released it, right?
Yeah, and the Twitch is definitely not as efficient with the internet for sure. I mean, now to be fair, I would doubt that you have your OBS and stuff optimized, Lactoid, for max efficiency. If I had to wager based on our interactions here, there's a reason
I keep it up to date. I keep it up to date. I don't know.
Yeah, and what are your settings and shit at? What's the bit rates? All that? No, we don't need to go through that.
Listen.
Oh no.
A lot of it's default. Okay.
He has OBS. That's what he has.
Hey, it's something. It's going.
Hey, here's something that's going to be true. Europeans are going to freak the fuck out in the morning.
But Mike, here's a question for you. All right, do y'all think that the economy is just vibes bad? Because I think there's a lot of indicators that indicate the economy is bad.
Yeah.
And I think Democrats have been, y'all, Lactoid, you've been on panel with me. Tiberius, you've been on panel with me.
Yep.
And Sociologic, you've been on panel. How many times have I brought up something, how an economic system works? And we'll be talking about it. And then someone goes, you're insane. And I'm like, It's almost every time, and I'm like, this is like y'all like don't seem to understand the basics of the economy, and like I'm not saying y'all, but it's like I get called insane for telling people these are the indicators that are bad with the economy.
This is why
like,
I'm team elitist. You actually don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but the majority of the Americans believe you. Like, unironically, like I don't know how to put it in any other way. Like, dude, Econ 101 disagrees with you on like half the shit you say. It's wild.
Nah, they don't know.
Wait, there is. So I'm not going to defend tariffs, but what I am going to say is that a lot of people,
I'm
will
not
say
either.
like, oh, the economy is doing so well, but what we consistently saw is like every single jobs report was revised backwards, like a month later. And yeah, there'd be a few news stories, but it wasn't really talked about. The crime stats were also, they were revised upwards after the fact. And so what was happening is like a lot of the economic data coming out was missed. A lot of it was false. And you can tell people that the shit that they're eating is gold, but it's still going to taste like shit to them. And the metrics that are important to people, such as like median income, like how much purchasing power do they have as a person, right? Are they able to go out and buy things the way they were able to buy things before? No, you saw it stagnate completely. The growth that was there under Trump was no longer there under Biden, and in fact, it went down slightly. So, in the economic metrics that the consumer cares about, it was not a better economy for people. In terms of like GDP, certain like rates of production, sure, like there were some. Now you can also argue that they were better, but the levels of growth weren't the same as they were beforehand, which is again a good point too. So I don't know. I think a lot of the Dems talking about the economy was also felt insincere.
Like I can totally buy the Dems losing on the economy. It doesn't make sense for them to lose on the economy after 2022. Like I thought you would have had everyone with pitchforks coming out at that point, and I guess they didn't. Like how many more people voted in now than in 2022? I'm sure it's like, I'm sure it's like 10 million at least.
Arizona, Trump is only up 9,000 votes right now, 49.9% in Arizona now. With
let me look at where those votes are.
I'm not fanboying for the guy, but it looks like he's gonna take every goddamn swing state
except Michigan. Or wait, no, actually, he's ahead of Michigan.
No, he's
ahead of Michigan.
taking Michigan.
You think he's going to take all three of the major swing states, all four of the major swing states?
He's gonna knock the blue wall down again.
Bro, could you imagine if you bet on Polymarket for the Trump sweep? Like,
you make so much money, dude.
Bro, that would have
so
been
wealthy.
Bro, they was like 30% odds. Like there was like no way. To be fair, come on, like I think 30% is probably an accurate appraisal for either one of them sweeping it.
1 in 3 ain't bad.
The perception is not what's so this is the difference, okay, Mike. Like when we're talking about these numbers, like there are economic indicators that indicate the economy's bad, right? Like I mean that's what I'm saying, right? Like credit card debt, highest it's ever been. That doesn't sound like a good thing. I mean, 40 like did the like I don't know, and they're like, oh, well, only 3% of people working 2 jobs. I'm like, well, the only second job only counts if you're working 40 hours too. Like who's working 2 40-hour jobs? Most people are working like shift work.
Part time and then a 40-hour shift somewhere. 60 hours a week.
Did you do any? Did you do any canvassing at all?
No.
Well, if Wisconsin wins, I'm going to take a little bit of credit because this was the first presidential election that I actually did like on the ground canvassing for.
You knocked on doors?
I did door knocking. Yeah,
I did some
donating over the weekend. Go, buddy.
Over the weekend, I was doing door knocking.
I did some donating and some schmoozing at some events.
Okay, well, I mean that's something. Donating and schmoozing. Hold on, you donated to the Trump campaign and then bet on Kamala. Oh,
listen, listen. There's all sorts of strategies. This is why.
Did you actually think Kamala was going to win?
No, but on the offset chance, 67% odds.
Yeah, 67% odds, bro. That's like two. I think it's like what? No, yeah. I think it's I'm trying to think what that'd be like in a fight odds. It's like 280. It's pretty good numbers. 320, somewhere around there. Like it's like 2.5.
How much did you bet?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Don't worry. What are you, the feds? God damn, over here, bro. All these questions. Minus 20. Yeah.
I like pocket watching
Jesus
a little bit, man.
Christ. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Spend your money.
200%.
I don't know if Trump's going to win Michigan. By the way,
I was on top of
we'll
my head
see.
there.
There's Wayne County left, which is like near Detroit. 756,000 voters there. It's a massive chunk of voters. It's
Where's this?
It's well more than the difference between the two.
I respect the caution, but like, dude, he's up like 3 points everywhere. He's gonna sweep. Like,
Well,
he might not get one of them.
would be nice, but
like, he might not get one of the swing states, but he's.
I
Getting,
have a shotgun
at
celebration.
least, he's getting at least 5.
Wait, Lacted, where are you seeing Michigan?
So if you go to the
Shotguns for
NBC,
Trump.
if you look at Michigan, if you look at the NBC News, Wayne County, 756 votes, 756,000 votes left. This is a blue county, right? It's right by Detroit. And I mean, if it's a blue county, it's like a solid blue county. A lot of those votes are going to go to Harris, and that is
Detroit, and Dearborn are like probably the largest for Wayne County. A lot of black voters turning out for Trump, and then, like I said, in terms of Dearborn, it's going to be Dems are going to lose a lot of votes to third party, and then those who are voting Trump are going to vote for Trump hard.
One of your chatters brought this up, Lactoid. Tainted Snow Only. Is that his name? Tainted Snow Only? Yeah. He wants to know if the lawsuits are about the election will start. I think that'll happen rapido. Really rapido, as soon as it's done.
100%.
Oh, it doesn't look good. They have 97% odds saying Trump's going to win now. Yeah.
He's got it.
What are your thoughts? What do you think about that? Any thoughts, Destiny? The Lord. All right, now.
What does Destiny say? I couldn't hear it.
She said that our thoughts are with the Lord. Huh?
You're right. Our Lord, Trump.
Our Lord. the God Emperor Trump.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to become that kind of person. Don't worry.
Like, I don't think they'll confirm it until tomorrow, but unless like they just get a massive blue wall push from the urban areas,
or 400,000 votes in the middle of the night. Oh, 100% for Kamala.
Like, literally, that's going to be what it is. And like, you can say it's suspicious as fuck, but urban people vote.
Wait, what?
I said,
No. I know urban people vote. Why would they be coming 400,000 of them in the middle of the night? 100% for one candidate.
Because that's what they're going to count in the middle of the night. Because it's eight. What is it? Literally 4 to 1 ratio in urban areas, like in deep urban cores. So you have 500,000 votes show up, and then 400,000 of them are Democrat. It's weird, man. Like, totally weird.
Yeah, it's pretty suspicious. 100%. 100%.
I didn't say 100%.
Oh yeah, but that's what happened last time.
No,
I'm saying it's fishy.
Come on. We saw Republican numbers go up too. It just went as quick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You know Ted Cruz won again.
He did win. Ted Cruz won big, by the way. All those Democrats that told me I was wrong about that, I was right.
I really
He's
didn't
a Republican.
I really didn't know we were going to know tonight. I really didn't expect that.
Well, because I love Texas.
You don't like
Blowout.
right?
I like my money more than I like your rights. I'll tell you that. Yeah,
Holy shit.
What did you just now figure this out?
Like,
He's experiencing the Democratic woman forcing him.
Well, I
forcing him
don't
to
know why
views.
she's acting surprised. I mean, it's not like she doesn't talk to
But
me.
he's standing up to her, though. Look at this.
Well,
this is how it's
alright,
done.
quick question. Why are we seeing, like, pro-Democratic turnout in the plains? Like, this is something a little weird. There's a couple of counties in Texas, like a handful in Oklahoma, but, like, if you get into the, like, Nebraska, Colorado, Kansas, Dakotas, yeah, like, they're having a number of counties go substantially blue. It's a little weird. I wonder what's going on there.
I don't know. They could be, like, just transplants from California, maybe. Yeah, who knows?
Oh, wine for whenever it's more official. Oh, buddy, we're gonna be getting good today. Living the high life. I've noticed a lot of lefty streamers are just calling it early. By the way,
Yeah, no, they are. They are.
I don't blame him.
You don't blame him. I just want you to know that if you could check this, if Trump was losing, I don't know about Lactoid, I would still be going to the wee hours of tomorrow.
Yeah, I would be too. Yeah.
I would be going.
I'm not excited. This is my third presidential loss in a row. I'm hanging it up, boys. Hang it the fuck up.
I think you just need to admit that we're just superior in knowledge with our foreign and domestic policy. You guys
I just think you're all nuts. All right, I'm sorry, but like,
just trust in
no
Papa
thanks.
Gibbs. Trust in Papa. Come here, Nostra Gibbs.
Still love you, Lactoid.
Hey, I mean, look, I voted for losers the last 2 times too. I know what it feels like.
Yeah, we found out that he was a socialist.
Yeah, I know. Just purity test to the end, right? And yet
No,
somehow
it's
he
not-
still voted with you.
No, it's not a purity test, Ty. That's what you're getting wrong. It's an honesty test. He figured out what was wrong with socialism and came to the light. Was honest with himself. Now we just got to get you to understand what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Oh, okay. It's just a sea of red. Lactoid, you're just exploding with glee, aren't you?
Look, I endorse the Gibbs way of we're not going to go wild until everything's in.
Yeah, I mean, like I wanted to be high enough that I could be like, all right, we're gonna win, and then, But until then, I've had too many close losses in my life to like. What does Emperor Palpatine say? The most dangerous thing is hope.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta trust in the evil dictators. They know.
Jesus Christ, dude. We are embracing the Sith ways. Hey, look, I respect the energy. I'm pro Sith, but damn, dude, like
I mean, the Sith are
we're
libertarians.
playing
Until they're
with
in charge.
fire. Playing with fire. Oh, dude, the MAGA guy has got like 117 viewers right now. That's cute.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this though, Tiberius? Look.
Yeah, what's up?
Here's what's going to happen. Trump's going to win. Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito are going to retire. And Trump's going to put on like 2 30-year-olds. And for the next 25 years, the Supreme Court is going to be controlled by originalist justices.
Oh, I know you are just creaming yourself.
I am. We dodged a disaster. We dodged a disaster.
I think we're about to get some new.
Here we
I think
go.
a new bunch of new case law is about to be established and rescinded. It's going to be wonderful. 2A is going to be stronger than ever.
Hell yeah, we're gonna have very solid 2A. We're gonna have very solid 1A. We're gonna have I can't. What a.
I hate this so much.
Hey,
It's going to be wonderful.
I love it.
I hate
Healthy,
this so
and listen,
much.
you know what originalists take is a healthy. This is a key one that I know that you're really going to hate, Tiberius. An originalist conservative should be a healthy mistrust of large government. I'm just saying they're definitely going to be pro
Hey,
the
look,
little guy.
I have no problem with slimming shit down, like, right? I don't. I have
The government should fear its people. That's the original.
Oh, fuck that.
That's the thing.
No.
They said it, not me. They said it.
You all must pray to your god, Uncle Sam, all right?
Nah. Are you sure you weren't a tanky at some point?
I was definitely not a tanky, but I was pretty far left at one point.
I can see that.
What's a tanky?
It's like
authoritarian communist.
Like like Stalin was a tanky, right? The word tanky comes from the fact that Stalin would roll in the tank.
Who's that?
Who's that
balder guy? We have like one tanky that's still in the sphere, right? Like that bald. He's that bald guy. He comes a wick sometimes.
Tom?
He looks like not Tom. He looks like Heisenberg.
Oh, you're talking about non-smoker?
Yeah, non-smoker. There you go.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
he does look like Heisenberg. By the way, I just crunched a little bit of numbers. I think Trump's winning. I think Trump's winning Wisconsin. Just looking at the numbers here.
That's a joke. The longer you think about it, the better it gets.
Because oh god, we're okay. Let's talk about bald men. What about bald man?
Oh, nothing. No, we're done. Moving on to the important things.
So you were crunching numbers.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've been crunching numbers here. So look at the NBC page. If you look at Wisconsin, Milwaukee. So Dane County's 95% in. It's basically in, right? And the delta between the two candidates is about 100,000 votes. You look at Milwaukee County, 57.9% of the votes in, and she's ahead by less than 100, by what? About 90,000 votes. Okay. Let's be charitable here. This isn't even the case, but let's be charitable and just use 50%. And so you double that, assume that she gets another 90,000 votes, okay? Assuming that it goes with these proportions, which it was actually, I think, a pretty fair. Hold on. Let me just look what the 2020 numbers were. Give me 1 second.
Mm-mm-mm.
I think he's gonna hit every goddamn swing state. It's gonna be a flush.
Wait, let me just.
Listen, I need you to stop predicting that because you've been wrong every time you predict.
Yeah, you're just like jinxing.
So shut
Okay.
the fuck up.
Yeah. So the percentages here, the percentages here are roughly the same.
Hey, I'm trying to use my newfound powers of pushing for the wrong team. Okay.
Oh, except Trump's actually doing better this time around in Milwaukee than Biden did in 2020. So, like, in full charitability, let's even give her 100,000 votes. She still doesn't win it.
What about Michigan? Do the math for Michigan.
Michigan, Michigan, I think she can, or I think she still can because of the amount of there's like 700,000 votes out there in Wayne County. So Michigan, she still could win. But I'm looking at Wisconsin, like I don't see how she wins because there's already one red county that hasn't been counted at all yet. There's a lot of red counties that are only partially in, and then the two Democratic strongholds, Dane County is almost entirely in, and Milwaukee County. She just doesn't have the numbers left to make up for what she's down already. And that's not including all the extra votes that Trump is still out in, like Outagamie County, Wapaka County, Juneau County. Like, I don't see how he loses Wisconsin.
Let me ask this, look a little forward, and then we can go back to this conversation. The chat asked a pretty interesting question. I don't know if you read Denny Ace's question, Lactoid, but if you want to take a crack at that, I think that's an interesting thing because I've been talking about if Trump loses, where do people go? And I think I've been worried that it turned to somebody worse. Well, with Trump winning, who's next? Like for the Republicans, where does MAGA go?
Oh,
if he wins.
Well, I mean, one of the
Elon 2028
over Vance. You think?
No, I think.
I don't think Elon wants to be tied to the government.
If Elon proves himself doing with the Department of Government Efficiency, right, and does that for 4 years, integrates himself into why he bought Twitter.
Here's the problem. Literally the problem is like
he's not a natural born. He's a natural born citizen.
His social. I think his social skills, like interpersonal, like social skills.
He wasn't born yet.
Oh, that could also be true.
He can't run. You're right.
Yeah, he's from
no, he was.
Africa.
He saw that he can't even run.
He's not.
Wait, yeah, he can. Didn't Shank run?
No, Shank was wrong on that. Shank wouldn't have been allowed to run. He was wrong on that.
Yeah, and just like Arnold couldn't run at the height of Arnold's popularity. He couldn't run for president.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they can't be.
Oh, okay. I guess then no.
But
and I'll be telling you something. They're not going to not keep that rule in there. If anything, they're taking away citizenship from. Not like people that were born here first.
No, they're not doing that.
We're the opposite way. I don't think they will. But if one's more likely than the other, it's birthright getting kicked before Elon gets the chance to run as a non-naturalized. Now, I don't think either one is going to happen. But if one was to happen, I'd put that. You know what I'm saying?
I do think that. I think Vance would probably give it a shot, and you'd probably have You'd probably have some other candidates like out of the parade.
Matt Johnson.
Well, no, you'd have other candidates out of the parade. Like you would have Nikki Haley probably try again. You might have like a few others try again.
Abbott. I think Abbott.
I think the real question I have is I wonder who the Dems are going to put up. Are they going to try, what's his face from California? Are they going to try Gavin Newsom or maybe even Buttigieg? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think Buttigieg is a better choice than Newsom. But
if they take any
Buttigieg's a pretty good talker.
If they took any front runner right now,
he's a very good talker.
Creamed. Like it's very clear. Like this is a very clear anti-establishment vote. If you come in with somebody who looks like you want to maintain the old system, you're going to get fucking wrecked unless the Republicans just absolutely lose the next 4 years.
Joe Rogan runs for president.
Yeah. Well, The Rock wants to run as a Dem.
Like you've got 4 years of decent potential growth here, right? We don't have any major issues coming down the pipe outside of possible World War III, right? Big deal, but like no economic catastrophe should be coming down the road. Like we're in a good recovery period. We've got a lot of powder. Everyone else looks like shit compared to us. Like
powder, huh?
like unironically, like Trump is gonna have a great run at an economy again.